This this maintain. I'm transferring all my files to another hosting site. Because MLSP's getting rid of the sites.
Oh, they letting that go.
Yeah, they mentioned that about 6 months ago.
Okay. I thought I saw it on there, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're I guess they did some kind of surveys. Okay, it looks like we're live here on another Sunset Sunday. This is Greg Smith, friend and business partner Kent here. Chop it up a little bit on this Sunday evening. How's everybody doing? We're just talking about how everybody's doing for this Sunday. You know, it's a big difference. Well, I notice we're losing. What is it? We're losing 21. No, we're losing. I can say 21. We're losing 2 minutes of daylight every day.
Yep. Yes. Yeah, you can definitely tell. If you couldn't before, you definitely tell now.
It's crazy how that is. We had this past Wednesday, we've both been promoting the group that we belong to, training group, their Wednesday training thing. And something that they kind of clarified something with what I've been trying to say for the past few years is that, you got a lot of people always talking about, especially in network marketing, about the personal relationship between people. But I always ask, what relationship are you talking about? Are you talking about the relationship with people the personal relationship with folks? Or are you talking about the relationship that a person has with the product and service that you have? And they kind of clarified that it is more about the product and service that most of us are using, whatever. Because at the end of the day, you really don't know. I don't care what store you go to, where you shop, whatever. You don't have that type of relationship, really. And some of y'all don't even know the owners. So we shouldn't make such a big deal about, I'm not saying not to have a personal relationship. They may come and go, but the whole deal with doing any type of business, be it online, be it any type of business, is to solve a problem. And if we can't solve a problem with anybody, you don't have businesses. And they kind of clarified it that it was more about products and services that you might have that big, that relationship with folks with. I don't know, were you on that on Wednesday, Kent?
Yeah, I was on the webinar Wednesday.
Did you get that what they were talking about, that idea about the relationship thing, the personal relationship thing, that is differentiating the product and service type thing?
Yeah, and I do believe that makes sense, because you're going to want. I mean, you're not going to, as you and I have stated, not going to be out chasing people per se, but you do want to let folks know what you have available, and if they are interested, and if they feel the product can provide value. Yeah, they might not purchase something right away, your service or product right away, but eventually in time, you develop a rapport with them. They may ask you about your product, and when you expand on it, then I think that's the time you can definitely ask them for the sale. You know.
Right. And it's got to be something that is of value to them, not because you think it's a good product, and that's fine that you may think it's a good product, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it is or is of some value to that particular person. And that's what we're trying to re-emphasize to folks, that marketing to people, and you're not marketing to the right folks and not knowing that audience, can be very detrimental to your business, because you think because you have this product or this whatever, that everybody needs it, and that's not true. You gotta have a very clarifying or clear vision on who you're marketing and who you're marketing to. And that's what they were talking about on Wednesday about this. And I think a lot of people get caught up in that, their stuff is the greatest since sliced bread. And it may be, but nobody really cares about whether it is or not. It's whether that person needs it. And I guess the problem I find in the home-based business network marketing, they either, I don't know if any of y'all ever remember the 20-foot rule that they always talking about. You try to sponsor to people if they're 20 feet in front of you, or somebody that's breathing.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but you gotta. This is the problem. A lot of people that probably weren't even born in, or were little. You gotta understand the mentality in the 80s and part of the 90s. All right, why is this thing freezing up? Versus now. There was no internet. There was no social media. There was none of that stuff. And I think sometimes people get caught up in what they hear now or back then, as if it was as pliable back then to today. Or back, they had to do what they had to do to make their businesses work. And that was running the miles, going to there. And a lot of people don't have that foundation to understand that. And they get into this trippy thing about, well, that's old school. Well, yeah, it was old school. There's always been old school. And it's going, what we do now in 25, maybe 30 years are going to be considered old school.
Right.
Okay, that's what people forget. Everything goes through a transition period, a change, a disruption, whatever you want to call it. That's just life. That's business. Look what we're doing now. Okay, we're right now with this pandemic. We are in a transition. We're in a disruption in business. They've postponed all OSU sports. I think they've postponed a lot of K through 12 athletics also fall. So we right now we're in a disruption. But with all that being said, with that disruption, you still gotta be clear about who your customer base is, your audience, and everything. I don't know why I am freezing up.
You're good on my end.
Oh, I'm looking on my end. I look like I'm freezing up. But
Okay.
What are your thoughts on this, Kent? I mean, we've seen a lot of different changes. We talk about in the direct sales company we're affiliated with, a lot of changes have gone through with that.
Right.
And I know you've witnessed some. Both of them.
Right. I just think that with this pandemic, it's just I don't know the lack. I don't know the. I guess the lack of a better term would be that it intensified the way that business is being done now. I mean, you and I have been doing things online for quite a while, but with this pandemic, it's it it has drastically I feel it has drastically shaped how how future sales for home-based business owners is going to be going forward. Well, it's if we don't get back to the quote unquote as you stated, the old school ways of some folks driving the miles, you know, meeting a person or having an open meeting or having a workshop, it is drastically, if it hasn't got rid of it at all, it has drastically changed the way that we home-based business owners are doing business. Drastically changed that.
And
It,
now,
it, it's almost going to be like, you know, it's almost going to be like, for my reference, it's almost going to be like, you know, a workshop or a home open as it's going to be like the Jerry curl back in the 80s. It's going to be so rare that anybody's doing that way because of this pandemic. It just drastically changed.
Yeah, it's changed the mindset. It's changed the what's the word I want to use? It's forced people to have to change their business models.
Right.
Okay. And this is why on Wednesday we're talking about you have to have a clear understanding who your market is. You can't. Everybody don't need your stuff, people. When you market, that's why I say we are home-based business professionals ourselves. Sometimes you have to get down to the bare fact. Like I got another friend that's in, she does home, you know, she's a, you know, online thing, but she helps baby boomers. Okay. Her tagline is about baby boomers, and I forget how it goes. I went to school with her, high school, and her tagline is directed at baby boomers to help them with their health and finances, and that's a decisive demographic of people. Okay, now what she does may not serve your millennials and younger because they're not too worried about their health, and some of them not too worried about their finances. Now I think maybe she probably, you know, baby boomers are the biggest group of people that are going to be retiring in the next few years. Okay, they're the biggest ones now, and a lot of them are dying off too, but they're that big. There's going to be your Gen X. So maybe, you know, what I'm focusing on people that are around my age. I'm the biggest problem with me, I'm caught in the middle. I'm at that latter part of the baby boomers and entering into the Gen X type of thing. So I can go kind of both ways because I'm in that middle of that thing. And that's why I focus more between that age bracket where I'm at. Because, you know, like I said, that the demographics of your youth, your 20-something, they're not gonna relate to you more or less. I mean, I'm not saying there's none of them that will. It's that on a whole, people like that, they just won't. And people really focus on usually people that are either in their age bracket, ethnicity, and gender. This is why you see like Aaron Birch and Stacey Hall, their whole, now people who are out there who may not know that they're part of a group that we belong to, their whole niche market is women. Nothing wrong with that. They're women. And I'm pretty sure there are women in their age bracket, I guess. All right. I'm not, I don't know, but I'm just saying there's a lot of women that target other women because, for one, it's safer for a woman to target some other women. Guys, you know what I mean? We got guys who will try to hit on some women. I mean, if they're, easy on the eyes, I mean, ain't nothing wrong, but if they're there for a specific purpose, women ain't got, nobody wants to be bothered with that. Okay? And that's why you got to be clear. You got to be clear on your demographics. You got to be clear on the customer. What do they want? What's their problem? What problems can I solve? Yes, baby boomers are going to be worried about aging, health, supplements. We got a supplement company. Okay. And that's both men and women going to be worrying about that. Some going to be worried about, some people have, mental, maybe, I don't want to say dementia, but they short-term memory stuff. They want to know about supplements that will help with that. And, that's where you got to know that demographic, what that demographic is looking for. And I mean, it has to be very clear. It has to be a road, because you can't be marketing that shit to the youth. Now, the great thing that what men can't have available to, if we can pick a base of people or supplement to market whatever, but yet we got, if that age group, say for instance from 18 to 25 come up, we do have products that are for that age group, like the sports nutrition. Now, I'm not saying that Gen X and baby boomers might not be in sports nutrition, because you got some, some 65 years and put some 22-year-olds to shame out here with some stuff, I mean, it's just what it is. I don't know if you've seen that woman, I don't know if it's on Instagram, she's 62 years old, fine as hell.
Oh, yes, I've seen that.
What I'm saying, I mean, put some 22-year-old to shame. And that's what I'm saying. We can't, it's not, we're telling you to not look at those, but you got to have a foundation. You ever have a clear focus on who your product and service is going to serve better to, and if those other demographics, people are looking for A, B, or C, whatever, then you can reach and pull that item out to solve that problem for them. And what's the thing about a lot of these companies don't have that versatility in their product line. Not very wrong. Most of them are concentrated on one or two products. What we belong to, we've had more. We have a wide variety of products that we could target people to without being pushy about it, because we're concentrating on maybe one thing and they may ask something else. You don't know. Okay? And see, basically in business is nothing, but like I always say, business is nothing more than solving a problem, people, of that customer base. And that customer base that you have, who it may be, you need to know what is their biggest issue right now, today, that you can serve, that nobody else may be concerned, that nobody else is doing. Okay? Because there's a lot of supplement companies out here. There's a lot of makeup companies out there. That's where we come in too, with tools and for marketing. Okay? And you don't want, and I even say it in this, you don't want the same type of marketers that are out here saying the same stuff all the time. Then it starts getting saturated and everybody says, oh, you from so-and-so, or you from something. There's nothing wrong with that, but when you're online, you got to have something that's going to differentiate you from the competition. You got competition. Some people say, well, I don't have no competition. The only competition is with myself. That may be true too. But there's still going to be, you do have competition even with your own people that are in your own thing, you know, their competition, because they're going to want to get that AB customer before you.
Right.
And if you don't have something that attracts them to you versus them, that other people, then you're going to lose out. And you're going to lose out a lot. And that's what it is. The problem in the network marketing, home-based business, quote unquote business, is that there's a bunch, you know, they use the term duplication, but it's really copycats because there's no it seems like there's a lot of people are not afraid to be their individual selves. And when you go in to do business, is the biggest thing that what the concept of attraction marketing is supposed to be about is about, first of all, attracting that certain person to you. You know, I think we get into this thing about, well, somebody won't like what some people don't like this. They may not like that. They may not.
Yep.
Both me and Kent got two different personalities in some lot of ways. Because where he grew up and where I grew up. And, you know, okay, I'm a little older than him. I'm 8 years older than you. I'm about 8 years older than you, I think.
Yeah, Methuselah.
Oh, okay. There we go. Here we go. You know, but I'm just saying, your personalities, people, your life experiences, what you meet, all play a part in how those people are going to react to you, or how you react to them, or how you present yourself, or whatever. And those are things you have to take in consideration in business. What are your thoughts on that, Kent?
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, folks you have to get over this notion that everybody's going to like what you say or like what you market. That's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Nor the older I get, the more do I want that to happen. You don't want everybody, at least speaking for me, you don't want everybody in your business. Yeah, you want your business to expand and become profitable because the more value you add to the marketplace, you know, your big business is going to grow.
Right.
But you don't want it to become to the point where you feel you have to compromise yourself to please everyone.
Yeah, and I think that's where a lot of people they're too worried about pleasing everybody, and they get hung up on that. And that's what screws them up in their business, because they're too busy trying to please people instead of doing business. And you can't even in any relationship type of deal, everybody's not going to like you. Even the ones that you are with, they ain't going to like everything about you to do. You know, my dad always said, this is one thing I can remember him saying was, take me for my assets and liabilities, or don't take me at all. Okay? And a lot of people, you know, and that's so true. You can, when you go into any type of relationship, I don't care what it is, romantic, you don't go in there to change those people. You go in there to either add value to their lives and solve any issues, or you don't, or you step away from it. I think that's the biggest problem a lot of people do make when they even get into a romantic relationship, because they're trying to change somebody. What was it that you liked about that person in the first place that you wanted to get in, but then you want to try to change them into something that they're not? Makes no sense. You know, and you know, and the other thing that kind of gripes on me is when, you know, women always, men too, say, well, they're only friends. Well, I hope you're friends first. You know, I mean, I don't. The friend thing is so misrepresented. It's act like, well, if you're friends, you can't be nothing else. Okay, you act. It's like, see, there's no stepping stone to go. Because if that's the case, if you're just jumping in the hay, then you really ain't nothing but a fuck buddy. I mean, you really, let's get it. And that's fine. Hey, that's fine if that's where you want to go.
Right.
Okay, but understand that, and you can't get mad about that or upset with the other person because, hey, you put on the table, look, this is what the relationship going to be like. This is what I want, and blah blah. And the same thing in business, you gotta let them know. Yes, I sell stuff. I market products to certain demographics and people. I serve a specific niche, home-based network marketing, whatever that is. And when we say home-based business, there's a lot of home-based businesses that are out there. Mm-hmm. Biggest problem, a lot of people have products and services. That's where we come in to help them with tools to serve that market. Got a home-based business, just, really to make it clear and short, is having a computer, a device, be it a laptop, okay, or one of these that one of these cell phones, and an internet connection, preferably a good one, So I mean, that's really what it is. The other step is trying to determine who the customer base is of a product that will buy it, or whether your customer base or whether the product that you have is going to serve or solve that issue that they have. Okay. You can't, if you got a pastry shop and you can't serve that pastry shop donuts and stuff to people who got diabetes, unless you have some kind of sugar-free type of product. That's a way around that kind of stuff, okay? And you gotta be cognitive of those demographics, whatever it is that you're serving. No, and that's the biggest thing. We also heard that, I told you they were gonna make an announcement about there's another, we got what we call another 5-day challenge coming up in a couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. And this is going, the owners of the platform that we belong to are going to be training people on this specific, on this specific topic that we're talking about now. Let me go to and see if I can pull up this page for that. Let me go. Here. Okay, what's going on?
Since Greg is not seeing it, it's got our My Lead System Pro back office.
Okay, here we go. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm on it. Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened here. It just went. Okay, here's the platform we belong to is called My Lead System Pro. Okay, My Lead System Pro's been around here for about 13 years going on, I think.
Yeah,
since 2007, 2008, I guess.
Yeah.
This is what's getting ready to happen in a couple of weeks. Sizzling hot new 5-day challenge from MLSP executive team. This is for $1, people. Now, $1 is for people who aren't members. Since me and Ken are not members, we don't even have to pay $1. $1 ain't nothing. Y'all spend more on that on a latte. Okay? Here's a new live 5-day challenge to promote. Well, that's what this really has been called the Zero Rejection Marketing Makeover 5-day challenge. This is the link to it. Success 2013 MLSP. I'll put that in the thing that you can look at. Let me click on here. See what this is about. Okay. Are we good still?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Level up your social media marketing strategy. Get clear on who your dream prospect really are. and attract lead sales and signups with zero rejection. That's what we just been talking about. Well, if these guys are going to take it to another level for this training that's going to be happening, let's see, when is this training? I know it's in the latter part of August this month.
I believe, yeah, I think it starts the 27th.
27th to the 31st. So it's going to run right through that, up to that Labor Day weekend, I think. Is that what that Labor Day? Or that's right before Labor Day. Okay, zero rejection. How would you feel if you got zero rejection in your business today, people? You know, one of the biggest things that people have a problem is the rejection factor in business, and they don't like. Nobody likes being rejected. That's in any type of relationship. You hate being rejected. Okay. Well, on day one, they're gonna ask 4 questions to you to get it clear on who your dream prospect really are, so you can attract them to ready to buy whatever your product or service is going to be. Okay, that's on day one. Day 2, they're going to do a 9-part power formula to uncover their problems and fears, so you can clarify your marketing to make money. What they're going to show you is how to talk to these people, or how to find out what is it that you can serve them with, what product or service that you can help them with. Okay, you got to get a clear understanding of that. That's what they're going to do on day 2 with this challenge. Okay, day 3, they're going to do a secret formula to clearly define how you can solve their problems, so you can easily close and get paid. Let's just face it, people. Look, when we market online, businesses to market online, we're there to make money. First and foremost, that's what we're there for. Okay? If you got a problem being online to make money, this is the wrong business for you. Day 4, marketing makeover. It says now we'll build a congruent social profile to get leads, sales, and signups, and rejection free. What they're going to do is make over your daggone profile online, your social media profile. Back in the day that when I was doing this, I remember they were talking about you had to have a business page. Well, that game has changed. That was another disruption. That game's changed now, because with your business page, you have to spend money to run ads for that. Now they're saying to market from your personal page. You don't have to spend the ad spend that way. Okay, that's what they're suggesting. From your profile, they may suggest to how to make it congruent, make it better, so you can attract the right people and get sign-ups for your business and make sales. Day 5 is the social buckets. Is it social bucket? 5 social buckets allow you to speak to the heart of your new clearly defined audience and recruit like crazy. Well, all they're just saying is understanding who is ready to join your business. They're going to give you 5 things to help you get a clear understanding who those people are. Because there's no sense of talking to folks that ain't ready for you. They ain't ready for business. They ain't ready for nothing. Why bother? It's a waste of your time and wasting my time. This is kind of clearly like what we used to do before the internet. We had that qualifying invite type of thing. Remember that, Kent?
Yep, the QI. Yep.
We always qualify people to spend time with you people. Always. The one thing that you cannot buy back is time. Okay? You can always make money, but you cannot buy back time. Time is your biggest commodity that you're going to have in business today. Okay? And that's what we're trying to help you save, time and make money. So with this live session that's going to start August 27th, God, this, you know what? That's in tomorrow. It's going to be in 10 days, folks.
Yes, yes.
Damn, August. It just seemed like we started in August, and now we're on a little over halfway through August. I'm really ready to get out of 2020. 2020 has sucked. Okay. And I bet it has for a lot of other people.
Oh, yes.
With this session, you'll get access to all replays, all 5 amazing PDF downloads that are gonna keep you, and you'll get on one day. Members get live. We as members, me and Ken as members, we get lifetime access to that. So if you want lifetime access, like I said, is join the program, join the platform. Okay, with this 5-day challenge, you'll get 30-day additional days of live coaching and support through MLSP, and a step-by-step marketing system to keep results, and so much more. What they're saying, after the 5-day challenge, what you get to do, 30 days you get 30 days of coaching, access to the platform of all this. There's no contracts. You can cancel anytime, join the community, attention, access. Okay, that's okay. We're here to solve your problem, okay? This is the problem of a lot of people. Problems in all network marketing, home-based business, whatever you want to call this. Most of the time, they're trying to tell you you got a Walmart. They always tell you make a list. Well, most of you guys run through a list within 30 days. So you have no prospects to talk to, okay? Then you get tired of getting rejected. One of the biggest things people quit in network marketing is the rejection factor. We're going to try to stop all that rejection stuff, because people hate rejection. That's why when you're in high school, you didn't want to go up to that girl and talk to her because she was fine, or probably because you didn't want to get rejected. So ain't no change here. Ain't no change here. You don't want to be rejected, so we're going to try to help you get away from all that rejection, okay? You'll feel stuck and overwhelmed. Most of y'all feel stuck and overwhelmed because you don't know who your audience is. Once you know who your audience is, once you know that demographics, you know that age bracket, all that kind of stuff, the stuck and overwhelmed will go away. That's what they're going to show you, how to get over that. This is the problems they're going to solve. Nobody's there to guide you. Well, we'll be there to guide you. Nothing is working for you. We'll show you what you're doing wrong, why it's not working for you, what will work, and what's working now. They different give you a plan. In this 5-day challenge, you will have a daily method of operation plan to do daily to get leads and sales, okay? That's what this 5-day challenge is going to give you. Okay, so the problem is usually constantly getting rejected. Yeah, we know that. And they said the worst part is not your fault, you know, because in the traditional network marketing, like I said, before the internet, you didn't have no other way of building your business but get out there and get rejected, okay? And those are the problems we're going to help you solve. They didn't tell you who your dream prospects really are. Well, no, we're going to help you find that out. We're not going to be able to tell you. We need to find out what it is you want to do. That's going to tell you what you need to do, okay? That's what you got to understand. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to get. And here's the solution to all these problems that we're going to give you. There is hope, and you get 2 simple ingredients that can solve the problem forever. You'll need to be crystal clear, like we're saying, on who your dream prospects and soon-to-be buyers really are. You'll need a simple daily action plan to attract these dream prospects to you in every day and every single day. That's why they give you a daily method of operation to do this. And we already got something on here that is a daily method of operation too, okay? It says, so they'll be putting together a 5-day experience to help you get crystal clear on your perfect prospect. Well, you know, who's this? I don't want to say perfect, but the right person for you. Really, in our plus, what they're going to give you a mapped out, simple daily action and plan to track your perfect prospects to you. So every single day you get lead sales and signups and 0 rejection. What they're going to do is show you a daily operation of marketing. What to do, what to say, what to put out there to your marketplace. This will work even if you're brand new. They're talking about brand new people. I've taken some of these dang on 5-day challenge. You've seen a lot of people get a lot of leads within a couple of days, all through the 5-day. Okay. They'll be introducing you to no rejection marketing makeover 5-day Facebook challenge to get constant lead sales signups in your business. 0 rejection. What would you do with all those kind of these are the guys that are going to be guiding you in this. Brian Finale, James Finale, and Norbert Orowitz. Okay, they are the founders, co-founders. This is going to be the marketing executive team that will help you, the community They create the biggest stars online today. With 50 years of collective marketing experience together, they built a company of over $50 million in online sales. Okay, they're going to help you with these things to people on this 5-day challenge. And it's only $1, folks. They're doing this for $1. This whole marketing thing is worth about $8,000 or $9,000. You get it for $1. The whole value of it. Okay. Like I said, you get 30 days of coaching with this. That's absolutely free. That's no other money. That's all for $1, people. And right here, there's always training Monday through Friday. You got a daily morning wake-up call. That's at 11:30. You got new member orientation, marketing mastery funnel. That's at 3 o'clock on Tuesdays. 9 is our the morning Facebook call, live calls every day, Monday through Friday at 11:30. The weekly training was what I call the top earners training. That's weekly. That's at 9 p.m. Thursday, they have a social media networking and prospecting training, 3 p.m. Friday, they have this thing called a happy hour live interactive Q&A. So there's training that you can tap into every day, especially when you're a member of this platform. If you're looking for stuff that they help you with your business, this is the place to do. This is what helped me and Kent with ours, okay? This is the value you're getting from all this stuff, man. There's a lie rejection. This is the value. $297, done for you DMO. That's a $297 value. 40 courses to get prospects for your business. That's another $3,000, almost $4,000 value. Bonuses, MLM secrets, another $297. Another prospecting recruiting bonus, another $297. Prospecting and stranger secret bonus, $297. You get all these bonuses, people, for $1. Okay, nowhere else is doing this. Customer relations manager to help you monetize all your new leads. That's a $300 a month anywhere else. You're getting it if you are part of this platform. Customer relations manager, okay? If you know what that is, that helps you manage the leads and stuff and follow up. Live daily coaching from 6 to 7 networking marketing top earners. Daily action steps to get 9+ interested prospects per your business via social media for free. That means they show you how to do it without having to run ads. That's $1,000 a month value that you'd be getting if you weren't in this. Okay. One-on-one 60-minute coaching session plus 3 quick start PDFs that you're getting with this thing too. That's another $497 value. Lifetime access to 20,000 member Facebook group community for hands-on support to get your questions answered and to get results. That's another $1,000 or more a month. All these converting high-paying MLP affiliate programs to create cash. They say it's priceless, but you're getting all this value. Look at this. Funnelizer. Funnelizer is a branding funnel that people use. They're small websites that help you market products and services. Okay, we even got a site that helps you launch your own courses, team training site, and affiliate marketing. Most of the big earners are making a lot of money by creating their own products. This is almost a $9,000 value, people. Okay, if you're watching this, $9,000 value for $1. Need to sign up there. Okay, there's not much I can say about that. You get a $9,000 value of all this stuff I done shown you on here for $1. $1. Y'all spend more on a latte, I said, at Starbucks for that. And if you can't invest $1, this is on the 27th. That's 10, let's say, that's 11 days. That's in 11 days, people. Month is flying. We are going into almost the third quarter of the year, people.
Yes, sir. Yep, that be it. Mm-hmm. Well, we're well into the third quarter. October will start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's right. We're in the third quarter. October will start the fourth quarter. So we're going into the fourth quarter of a business. We're talking about quarter. We're talking from a business standpoint. We're into a fourth quarter. We're more than halfway through the third quarter of 2020. Mm-hmm. People, 2020 is zipping by. Thank God. Thank God. Because it's been it's been challenging for all of us, people.
Yes.
We're just out here trying to help you understand what to do, how to get some resources that we got privileged to getting. That's why I use a lot of different things because of this platform. They don't teach you this in network marketing. I don't care what network marketing affiliate you belong to. No, I don't know nobody. I've never come across anybody in any network marketing platform that's teaching you any of this kind of stuff. All they keep teaching you is to go out there. And right now, you cannot go and do old school network marketing sponsoring. Mm-hmm. And chasing people all over the internet is not a great idea of marketing. You got to understand. This is why I wrote the book I have. Here's a book I wrote 2017. This book, 5 Keys to Success in Today's Market, knowing the difference between prospecting and marketing. I wrote this book just for that thing, okay? A lot of you guys think prospecting is marketing. This is a network marketing business, home-based business, not prospecting marketing, okay? This is one of the reasons why you can get this on, you can get this on Amazon, okay? I'm in the process of writing a second edition of it also. So you can get that on Amazon. I don't know what to say. Well, you know, that's what we got to offer, and this whole thing is gonna help. I'm gonna take this challenge with these guys. I mean, I'm very particular about the different challenges that I take because some things it's not my cup of tea, and you know, some things are. And you have the privilege to do that. And I'm forcing you to take any of that stuff. It's just pick and choose. It's like you don't go to the buffet try to eat everything, even though I know some people do. You know. Mm-hmm. And that's what allows you to do it. That's why, you know, people get overwhelmed because they try to do every damn thing. No, don't try to do everything. There's a lot of things that are available to you in case somebody asks for certain things. That's why you got certain things that are available. You don't have to be an expert of it. You just leverage. You can go, like I said, you can go, let me go back here. I can go, okay, let me go back here. And let me go back here. This is why we got all these. If I can pull it up. Come on. We got all these programs. And we got all this training. Here's our training library, people. We got a training library all back here on every damn thing you want to know about marketing on social media. We got back here. Success in MLM, prospecting strangers, bonus courses. You get availability to all this training if you sign up today for the $1. You get this 30 days coaching, all this stuff back here, and some of the campaigns we have back here. You get this. Now, granted, there are 3 different levels in MLSP. I happen to be at the professional level. professional level, is this what the professional level gives you? Basic level doesn't give you all this. It gives you a lot that you can share. Doesn't give you all this. Professional level is at 45 a month, or 49 something a month, I guess. Is that right, kid? What is it, 49?
Yeah, yeah. Basic is 49. Professionals 150, and
yeah, it's about 150. That's where I'm at. The professional level.
Yeah.
There's all the stuff I get that I share out. Okay, I didn't create any of these things. If people want to know something about different marketing trainings and stuff, this is how a lot of us have gotten to where we are, because we share out valuable information. And this is what has helped a lot of us. This platform is a training. It does have an affiliate component in it. Okay. Go back. This is some of my earnings I've had in it. Since I've been in there, right through here. That's a lot of that earnings are more than I made through the affiliate. So you can make money, okay? You can make money in MLSP, okay? This is all the stuff I've made money through the years. You can make money in this, people, okay? And that's side money, okay? That's not saying about, you know, your MLM. You can make side money with this. That's what you talk about the, what I want to say, different streams of income, because you got to, you know, contrary to what a lot of network marketing leaders tell you that, and this is the one thing that kind of gripe my, they say, well, you can make so-and-so. Most network marketing companies, retail to commission ratio is very low, and it doesn't even cover a lot of people's auto ship, or we call digital delivery type stuff. It doesn't cover that. This is why you got to look outside. This is why we tell people, no, do not quit your job. People start this part-time because the bonus scale, and especially in network marketing, because you have a big team of stuff, it's very low. It's not to not network marketing, but it's just to be the truth to what's out there. And I don't care what it is. Okay, I don't care if what it is. New Skin, Shackley, Amway, whatever.
Right.
The net to commission ratio doesn't cover your auto ship. And this is why we try to give people alternatives, other things. Most of your network marketers, leaders, had other ways of making money also. They try to play this thing that they did, built their whole business with this damn one platform. That's bullshit. No. I'm telling you straight up, this bullshit. Don't let them try to tell you that mess. Okay? That's not the case. I'm not trying, like I said, I'm not knocking the network marketing profession. I'm just trying to be honest. Because there's so much bullshit online. God, I'm trying to move this. There's so much bullshit online about what's true in this business, what's not. And a lot of people, they want to call this business, this damn thing keeps hurting. They want to say this business is a scam. It's only a scam if people don't try to find out what's real and what's not, what's bullshit. And yeah, there's a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit online, period. Not just in the network marketing. I'm trying to fix this camera. Okay. There's a lot of bullshit in the industry, but that's just because we're dealing with people.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
I mean, you know, I don't care what profession you get into. I used to work in the entertainment industry. Okay? There's a lot of bullshit. I've seen some shit y'all wouldn't believe, and some stars that y'all see on TV. Okay? You think, you know, this is crazy? Entertainment business is like, woo! If there's some shit, people, you just don't realize it until you see all these people on the screen, then you see them in person like, this motherfucker ain't shit. you know, there's a big thing now, and there's a big thing that's going on now online. Everybody wants these young cats in martial arts got this thing about, they want to talk about, well, Bruce Lee was nothing but an actor. He wasn't a professional fighter. I said, first of all, so what? A professional fighter, only thing that makes a professional fighter is that he gets paid. That's what makes him professional. Second of all, I would trust in a professional assassin because that's what he do than a professional fighter. Understand the word assassin, fighter? Okay. See, there's a lot of people, I'm gonna step on some people's toes in this. I know you're familiar with the MMA.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what the MMA really was at first? Back in the day?
That I don't know.
A lot of people don't know. Ever hear of the big man contest? I mean, not the big man, but the tough man contest. You ever heard of that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what MMA started out as.
Okay, yeah, that used to be very popular back when I was like 9, 10.
Right.
Yeah.
People don't understand MMA progressed, or tough man contest progressed like to what is called MMA. They used to have that shit all the time, fairgrounds and all that. A lot of people don't understand that. And they think, and they, you know, back then when it was a tough man contest, they attracted even worse type of folks. I'm talking about the bottom of the shoe type, so-called fighter type folks. Drug addicts, drunkards, thinking they know how to do stuff. They just thought they were street fighter. And, you know, that's all they did. It's kind of upscaled now, little, because there's some money behind it. There's marketing, and it's become very popular. Biggest problem I have with folks, some of these youngins that don't know nothing, they try to put Bruce Lee as the Godfather or the Godfather or something of MMA. No, MMA has nothing to do with Bruce Lee. Right. Bruce Lee was a fighter in Hong Kong. He was a street fighter in Hong Kong. He was part of some of the gangs in Hong Kong that some of y'all in America would never know nothing about. Okay? There's a lot of folks online that want to discredit Bruce Lee, saying, well, he's an actor, he couldn't do this. He only weighed 120 pounds. Ran into, when I lived out in California, me and my roommate, I haven't seen him in a while, Billy Kane, who's in Marina Del Rey. Ran into Guru Danny Inosanto. Danny Inosanto is a Filipino martial artist. Okay? Salat Kale, Screamer, all those type of things. He was like one of Bruce Lee's #1 students. We had a long talk about Bruce Lee. Went to one of the Marina Del Rey schools that Bruce Lee had at that time, back in the day when they trained. He said, man, this is exactly where I'm at. He said, what you've probably seen on screen is nothing compared to what he could do really. Now, why would somebody that was physically knew Bruce Lee was there would lie about that? I mean, he's not big himself, okay? Mm-hmm. So for all you so-called martial artists out here talking that shit about Bruce Lee, and half of y'all wasn't even the itch in your daddy's jockstrap when he was popular, okay? Really. Whether Bruce Lee was viable, do your research. And I had this guy talk about, too, it's talking about Steven Seagal. Now, I've been over to Steven Seagal school when I lived in LA. When I moved out there right when Above the Law came out, movie Above the Law, they shot part of that, the school in the beginning of the scene. That was his school in LA. Okay, right there on Sunset Boulevard, and I think Sunset and Wilshire coming together. Regardless what people think about Steven Seagal ain't no fucking joke. Man, 6'5".
Oh yeah, he could. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
He's a legitimate Aikido guy. Regardless, all the other bullshit that might have been out there talking about his CIA or whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about his skill as a martial artist. Ain't no joke. You better come correct. That motherfucker will break you in half. Okay? I'm telling you, he'd break your ass in half. He ain't no joke. He's one of the, I think from I read his bio, now I don't know if people trying to say his bio's wrong, whatever. I'm going to buy what you wrote the bio. He's the highest ranking Aikido non-Japanese outside Japan. Rank.
Yeah. I don't know how long was he lived in? Because I know he lived in.
He lived
a long time.
He lived in Japan for probably, I don't know. I would say it was over 10 years. He's speaking fluent Japanese and stuff. He was married to a Japanese woman. Okay. With that, all that being said, there's a lot of people out here that's what I'm saying, online. They got a lot of this, but they ain't got none of this to back it up. No ass to back it up with. Okay. And they talk a lot of shit about different things. I mean, even business, whatever, and all that shit. And like I said, half of them weren't even born. They weren't a job. They weren't even a gleam in their dad's eye. Like I said, they weren't even an itch in their dad's jockstrap. So they talk a lot of shit about stuff that they don't know. And that's the same thing you got in business. All genres of business. You got some people who run off at the grill about some shit that they don't even know about because they want to play that they so expert. And half of them they're not even in martial arts, or they wannabes, and they think they know it all and stuff. I'm not saying I know it all. I know enough. I've been around it long enough to tell them they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Okay? That's just straight up. I've met some people that train with Steven Seagal too. I never met Steven Seagal, but I don't think they have any reason to lie. You can't perform the shit that they did on screen and say they fake.
Right.
You could tell the fake people on screen, the edits they do on stuff. Okay. I kind of met Jean-Claude Van Damme because I was on a movie set. I don't know that much about him. I mean, I know he's a Shotokan expert. He got the pretty kicks and jump. I was never that impressed by him, really. I mean, his movies are pretty good or whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna knock that. I mean, you can't perform that kind of those splits and stuff without being trained. You can't take their abilities away because you don't like it or you think they're this and that. And that's the problem I got on these social things with martial arts and everything. They think, well, Bruce Lee wasn't shit. Motherfucker, if it wasn't for Bruce Lee, Kung Fu and a lot of these genres in the movies wouldn't be here. Bruce Lee brought all that stuff out into America, set the pace for all the other martial artists to follow, even Chuck Norris. Nobody knew who people knew Chuck Norris in the circuit, in the karate circuit, but I'm talking about as far as Hollywood and everything. Well, for Bruce Lee and all that stuff, y'all wouldn't have known Chuck Norris in that aspect.
Right.
But people don't want to give credit to that guy because, one, you got a lot of bigotry, racism, whatever you want to call it, because he was a non-white guy in the 70s that had the popularity of Steve McQueen, who he was training.
Oh man, when we were kids, I mean, every Friday night there was a Bruce Lee movie on. I mean,
everybody knew. I mean, he affected he had a big effect on everybody, especially in athletics, in entertainment or athlete. People today, right now, Sugar Ray Robinson said, some of my boxing I took from his hand movements. Inspired him. Kobe Bryant was a big Bruce Lee fan. So to say the shit that some of these, I'm gonna say the shit that somebody hear some of these white boys talk, they really don't know what the fuck they talking about. Okay. And that's just showing their ignorance, their racism, and their prejudice. And you got that. And this is why we're such in a polarized situation now, because of that kind of stuff and what we're dealing with politically now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it has not changed. Things cool down, redirect, and then they raise their ugly head. Look where we're at now, because now, since we got a VP by, I'll say, triracial woman, you know, and then we got people on one side, the African American community saying, well, she's not black enough. What the fuck does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they're saying, well, she's Indian. Well, the country of India are part of what we call Asia, people.
And as far as the slave trade, I think they hit the West Indies first before
they came through that passage through the Caribbean.
Right.
Passage.
Right.
This is what I want. This is what I'm trying to get some of the African American community to understand something. Most of us are probably descendants of all those people from St. Thomas, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, Jamaica,
right.
All those areas, because that's where they stopped first.
Exactly.
Before they hit the mainland of what we call North America. Mm-hmm. Okay? So to say how black somebody is kind of stupid, because you don't know how black you are or ain't.
Right. Right.
Okay? That's just because somebody's kid's color don't mean he doesn't have something else in it, or just because somebody like me is my color don't mean I don't have, or I'm not that. I mean, we got a lot of, you know what, the pandemic has brought out the ignorance in so many people. I mean, a lot. I mean, God, I've never seen so much misplaced, not knowing information, but I blame our school system because a lot of people don't even know their geographics. Okay? Mm-hmm. It's amazing how people don't know nothing. Now they're trying to discredit her, Kamala Harris, on her American ethnicity.
She was born in Oakland. I mean, unless California succeeded in '64, and of course they didn't, because Ronald Reagan was, I don't know if he was governor at that time or running to be governor, but
I think
California did not
65. I don't know, because I know my cousin, one of my cousin, he's dead now. I think he was out there. He was thinking about going to school or something. Mm-hmm. They ended up going to Ohio State because at that time, you could go to school in California if you was a resident for free.
Oh yeah.
And Ronald Reagan got rid of that shit.
That's right. That's right.
See, people don't know that. I bet you a lot of people out there that listen to that don't know that history either. Okay, I'm not really clear on the time frame, but I know you could, and Reagan got rid of that. That's another GOP that y'all people always support. I'm not saying.
And I guess that's why Berkeley University of Berkeley was so popular back then.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not saying any of the parties are good, but you got to understand, look at history and what those certain parties have brought and affected to certain groups of people. Mm-hmm. And as bad to say it, I had to get on somebody we knows, but you went to school with them.
Oh man,
Ohio State.
I know you're gonna tell me after we get off, but man, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's just, you know, and I got in a conversation with, I got in a conversation with this one guy
Okay.
about, and I said this earlier, I did a video earlier about this before we got on. I said, the biggest problem with the right wing, you got a lot of right wing people that are in network marketing. That's the face.
Oh yeah, that's no doubt. That's no doubt.
And they got a lot of arrogant attitude. They always talk about how patriotic they are with certain things, but it seems like they lack the understanding that if it wasn't for the foundation left here by, they say, forefathers and whatever, for they call their free enterprise system and stuff, if you didn't have certain parties that preserve that, and then have certain parties who want to take that away, you wouldn't be able to do what we do and everything. China, they're not able to have a lot of Facebooks. I think Facebook is blocked. Korea.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Okay. The North Korea is blocked. Certain other places is blocked. You don't have, there would be not, if we had to talk to all totalitarian regimes that this regime is trying to establish, we couldn't do this platform. And this is what these folks fail to understand. I see here so many of them try to say, oh, it don't matter who's in the office, I'm still going to do my thing, or I'm still do that. Well, first of all, your thing just didn't happen. Somebody had to fight to maintain, to do your thing. And if those people didn't fight to try to maintain, to do your thing wouldn't be happening. And this is the problem I see here all the time. Even back in the day, I hear some people talking about, well, I ain't gonna matter no matter who's in the White House. Yeah, it does. Because those people made the laws and stuff. And if they did, hey, they tried, what was it, a couple of years ago, I can't think of the guy's name, under this regime, they tried to slow down the internet.
Yeah.
To a snail's pace. So right there, it tries to tell you, all you guys that are running ads, running marketing shit online, they were trying to slow your shit down so you couldn't do your business. Let's get real. If we're doing an online, this is our distribution line, social media, internet, all this kind of stuff. Slowing this shit down, that means all cryptocurrency will get fucked up. See, a lot of y'all don't understand that digital currency runs on this kind of platform. Blockchain is based off of the internet, okay? If those things are slowed down or disrupted or whatever, that disrupts your business too. We got to be very cognitive of that kind of stuff and reading what's going on, because while we out here doing this and that, partying, trying to do our business, they behind the scenes trying to say, okay, how much can we fuck up these guys' business because they're making too much money. We need more people on the W-2 list, okay? See, the biggest problem most of y'all fail, a lot of y'all fail, even some of you leaders out here, so-called leaders, and like I said earlier, we know, okay, you got all these presidents that disclose their taxes. Okay. Now we got this fool here in here, 45, decide to tell American public, go fuck off, I'm not showing you my taxes. When he did that, y'all should have disqualified him. Shouldn't have been something that you should have had something in place. If you cannot show your taxes by the time we get to debates or need to qualify, you can't qualify to be running for president. That should be something written in there also. See, now there's going to have to be certain things amended so you don't fall back into shit like this again.
Yes.
Because right now, he has set a roadmap for others to say, well, Trump did this, so I'm gonna do this. That's what's happening. Okay, that's what's happening. And now we're getting into this argument whether that the Democrat Party is going to have to win by a landslide, so he can't come back and say, well, there were some discrepancies. Why? What makes you think that's going to stop him? My whole thought, was whoever got the 270 first wins the game. It don't matter if it was 1 point. Fuck him. If he ain't at 270 before Biden, he don't win.
Exactly.
So if that's not the case, that needs to be amended also. They didn't think about a lot of things that are going on because they've never been here before. Well, just because you never been somewhere don't mean that you shouldn't be thinking about, okay, what if people do this? You know, you hear people all the time, well, you thinking too much. No, it's not thinking too much. I just been around the psychology of people, how people try to manipulate shit long enough to fuck it over and to win the game their own way. If we don't start thinking in terms like that, there's gonna be somebody else come walking in here and try to pull the same shit on another way. That's what's gonna happen. It's like anything. If you don't put some provisions in place to stop people from fucking it up, you know, we didn't talk about all these other, how come we don't have enough somewhere to, why do you have to be the majority of anything to understand that democracy is at threat? You know, with the Senate and the House, you know, everybody keeps calling, I hear people say, Congress is not doing this. Okay. But yet they talk in terms as Senate and Congress. But then they talk in terms that Congress and the Senate are a whole thing. Well, you got a House and then you have the Senate. The House is the same thing as Congress or whatever. If they're all in one thing, then there shouldn't be a discrepancy about getting something done. But obviously, they do not operate as one unit. If they operate as one unit in a whole thing, then we shouldn't have this problem about getting other stimulus packages, this other thing, this and that, and all this other stuff. Okay? See, the problem, people, this is what I keep telling people, we're not taught to think, discern critically about anything. We are so, and it's bad to say, but I'm finding that I'm running into a lot more white folks, but they don't get abused, but a lot of them are they have misplaced loyalty to certain things and really it's because they have not had to fight for anything, a lot of them. And I don't give a shit. And I'm telling you, women too. White females, y'all ain't had to fight for nothing. Okay? The problem with a lot of y'all is that you say this, well, and I'm saying all, I'm saying there's a lot. There was this what's her name? There was a woman that was just on MSNBC today. She's an older woman talking about white folks. She's white. I can't think of her name right now. But it's like you have not had to fight for different things to sustain a lifestyle the way, you know. And then I know there's going to be some people, well, I come from.
It wasn't Professor Elliott, was it?
Huh?
It wasn't Professor Elliott, was it?
White female?
Yeah.
It might have been, yeah.
All silver hair now?
Yeah, short.
Yeah, that might have been her.
Yeah. She was talking about she was getting on. She said, y'all ain't had to struggle for nothing. She said, you guys don't understand. You have the privilege of your whiteness where other groups of people had to struggle just because. And that's where, you know, you get into these different differences. You get, and another thing I hear a lot, and mostly I hear this from white folks, and not trying to pick on, but I'm just saying this. this discussion. They don't know. They're talking about socialism. Okay? They're so worried about, I hear this thing of, well, Biden and Harris get in office, their agenda is to turn this into a socialist country and da-da-da-da-da-da. You already got socialist programs, fools. Let me name some.
Okay, go. Yeah, please go ahead.
One is called retirement.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't have retirement, your father, grandparents, whatever, will work till they drop dead. Social Security is another one. Ain't nobody, I'll guarantee you, that fool trying to take Social Security. We going to war in this country. Social Security's been around for 100-something years. You better ready to lock and load. And we can forget about any election after that. Okay? Ain't no, they ain't going for it. My generation ain't gonna go for it. I ain't my grandparents and my great-grandparents.
Oh no.
And that's another one. Healthcare is a socialist program. Even though we're not like other countries about it, but you may not, if it wasn't for that, you may not. Medicare is a socialist program. Your parents, your grandparents. Okay? There's a whole lot of different socialist programs out here, and you guys talk this shit about worrying about you don't want socialism. You already got it, and you benefiting from it. Okay? This shit just didn't happen, come out osmosisly, and you think, oh, but I don't want that. You already been it, and I bet a lot of you are sitting there, SSI. Motherfuckers. Okay? You got that shit. There's nothing wrong there. Certain people need certain things to survive in this country. Or you're going to be waking up with them with a damn sawed-off shotgun at your door. Okay? It don't, it's like I said, just one thing. We got too many people that are bullies that come from, like I said, I've said this before, the story before. Been bullied. The bully has not changed from the street yard to the corporate yard. One reason why I said I can never go back to working in corporate America, because I am not going to put up with no bully. I knocked that motherfucker out right there. I'm not going to do it. I'm too old, too tired, and a little bit too pissed off to be bothered with that shit. Ain't no way, fuck I'm doing that. I mean, it's really, and that has not changed. The fool in the White House probably was a bully in school. Okay? I remember coming back from California, working at this floor shop. And I told this story too. Ameriflora. Those of you who know what Ameriflora was back in 92, 91, 92. Okay? This cat, I don't know who his father was, what he did, didn't give a shit. But he didn't know how to talk to nobody. He didn't want to talk to me all fucked up. I told him, little nigga, I'll fuck your ass up right in front of everybody on this damn stage right now. Right the hell now. And I told all those managers in front, like I'm talking to y'all, I said, I'm gonna tell you guys one time. I just came back from California. I had been around Crips, Bloods, Latin Kings. These motherfuckers here wasn't talking no shit to me, okay? I'm gonna come back to Columbus, Ohio and put up with this gringo's ass? Oh, hell no. Well, I mean, get right there, but those are stories that I've been through. Everybody talking about tell your story. When I'm telling you my story, it's been real. Right. And you got a lot of bullies out here.
Right.
Okay? And you got to realize that, yeah, you can't go around doing that stuff. That's why I said, no, I don't want to do that no more because I understand what I'm too old, too tired to be dealing with that mess no more. I was in my 30s back then. That's 1992, somewhere. Yeah, those are the kind of people. I mean, this is what we're dealing with, folks, around here now. Okay? I mean, I don't know what's going on, but that's where we're at. What time is it? Where we at now here? Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. You got any last thoughts, Ken, before we get off of here?
Huh?
I said, you got any last thoughts before we get off of here?
Oh, well, hey guys, if you got any value from this, from this conversation, this Sunday chat, please like it, share it out. As you can see, we do talk about home-based business strategies, marketing sets. But as you can see, we like to talk about other things that are relevant, because you're doing business and everything, but you can't not be cognizant of what's going on around you.
Right. And yeah,
you've got to stay informed. We can't tell you how to think, but at least you have to be cognizant of what's going on around you.
And you got, we always talk, there's always this thing about people talking about tell your story. Now, when I just told one part of my story, that might have offended some people, but
it's your story.
It's my story.
Nobody can tell your story like you can.
Yeah, your story ain't gonna be my story. Now, you can't tell somebody like that. You can't tell somebody to tell the story, then you get offended because the story ain't what you want.
Right.
Then get the hell off of here. That's the way I feel about it. People are always talking about they want something, but then when they get it, then they get offended. Well, that's the price of getting telling people to be honest and authentic, that you may get offended. Authenticity does not mean be authentic on certain things. If you're gonna be authentic, let's be authentic. If you're not, then shut the hell up. I ain't with that, that I'm not with that half-step bullshit, people. If you're with that, if that's the way you like to run, that's fine. You got a right to be that way, as I have a right to be who I am. Okay, people, you got to understand. You got to be true to yourself, for one. Serve that marketing audience. Have a clarity of what that marketing audience is. Okay, that's life. Life can be ugly. Life has been ugly. 2020 has been a son of a bitch. Let's be real. Michelle Obama said she was suffering from a low-grade depression. But see, some women react different ways. Some women will get in your ass. Yeah. That's don't get it twisted, people.
Oh,
just because they're a woman don't mean they.
I can't wait for these. Debates to come up, because your VP Mike Pence, he gonna be in trouble.
He gonna be really crying, mama.
Debating a woman, period. But a sister, oh Lord.
A sister and an Asian Indian
with a law degree.
She don't give a fuck. She already gotten Barr's fat ass asked him questions that he couldn't answer. He was dribbling, mumbling, fucking mutt. I mean, he couldn't even answer. He looked like an old, real overweight Jackie Gleason. Motherfucker couldn't say shit. He bubbling, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? That dude, she already got in his ass. So when they only have one with the vice president.
That's only one debate, I think. Yeah, only one debate.
She gonna get in his ass. He gonna be crying, mama. As I said. Yeah. Any man that refers to his wife as mama, and she ain't his mama.
I haven't got that either. I don't know. Yeah,
I'm like, okay, that I ain't, but but like I said, he ain't gonna want to get in that. He may get some excuse of, well, I got low grade fever. I can't make the debate. I got laryngitis. I don't know. Well, that being said, I told you we chop it up and cut it up on here, and it ain't hold nothing back. Okay, that's why I do this Sunset Sunday. And even when I was doing it by myself, me, people who follow me for the last 4 or 5 years, you knew I didn't. I ain't gonna change nothing about it. And like I always say, this is Sunday. Next week, we're gonna start this at 8 o'clock, people. Because probably by the time Sunday rolls around a week from now, because we're losing 2 minutes of sunlight a day. By next Sunday, it's gonna be 8 o'clock, probably. So like I said, you know, sunset Sunday is dependent on the sun. So it's getting darker earlier. So I'm gonna be scheduled. I'm sending this out to Kent. We're gonna start this at 8 o'clock, and probably by I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the month, we're gonna be down almost 7:45, 7:30. I'm just saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just that's just what it is.
Power on the sun.
Yeah, Sunday. You know, and when in the wintertime it's like 5:30, it's comes on to 6 when I do this shit.
Yeah.
So this is what this is what we do on this platform, people. I know it's Facebook. Some of y'all who've been following me or following us since we doing the panel thing. We've been doing this panel thing since March. Okay. Since March. So we're gonna be really doing this panel thing up until the end of the year. That's the way I have this set up for next year, 2021. We're gonna see.
Okay.
But I'm just letting you guys know that the panel thing of my Sunset Sunday is gonna be running through the end of the year. Like I said, every time on Sunday, you know, people gotta go to work tomorrow. It's almost 10 o'clock. It's after 10 actually. And like Les Brown, they always talking about heart attack rate. And it's probably gone up more so, even though you're working from home. I know it's probably going up probably 40%, but don't let that do you in because you're stressed out with your job, COVID, all that mess. Sometimes you gotta tell people where to go and how to get there. That's just it. Because like I said, at the end of the day, you drop dead at your desk, your home desk, whatever, your job will be in the damn paper before your obituary, people. It just will. And there's a lot of people every day you see now that are dying of this COVID because they're either stressed out about something. And, you know, it's all, you know, from what we're seeing, it's all about your immune system too, folks. So keep that immune system together. It's just not worth it. You know, don't hold all that shit in. That drags your immune system down. Sometimes you just gotta let it out. Say, man, fuck you. I ain't, yeah, with that shit.
Indeed.
You can't be worrying about all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We only go around this once. So you might as well make the best of the once you go around it, unless you are avid believer in reincarnation. I kind of have a belief system in that. You can't do a lot of this shit in one lifetime. I don't believe that. That's just me. You know, that's just me. But you got any last parting thoughts, Kent?
No parting thoughts. We just want y'all to, you know, reach at for those who want to establish their home-based business or get their get their business to the next level. As Greg and I stated before, we are on several different platforms. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. Meet us halfway, and we will get you to the tools that'll help you learn the skill sets to take your business to the next level. But you got to meet us halfway. That's what we ask.
Yeah, you got to show us that you're serious about whatever we have to offer. Because why should we waste our time giving you every information about tools? You're just gonna let it sit there and it's like, well, I don't know, and I gotta ask my wife. Why you gotta ask your wife? Why not? Sometimes you bring your wife. Sometimes you don't need to ask your wife. You say, look, I found a way for us to make some extra money. This is what we're gonna do. It's got to sometimes be telling, you know. Or whatever. Especially you say, well, you gotta ask your girlfriend. Well, she ain't your wife, and she ain't your mom.
And you may not have to pray about it as often as you think you would.
Well, you shouldn't have to pray about it anyway, because obviously whoever you believe direct you here in the first place. So what do you need to pray about it for? No, I ain't gonna go there.
Yeah.
See, that already been there with that once before. Somebody I know somebody, and I was like, yeah, right, okay, yeah, right, sure, go ahead. All right, people. Hope you got value. Share this out. I'm Greg Smith. See you next Sunday, 8 o'clock.
Kent Robertson. Hey. Take care, everybody. Stay safe.
Stay safe. As he said, wash your hands, wear your mask. We got to wear masks in Ohio, so I don't have no choice.
Yeah.
All right? Or you stay your ass at home. All right, people, we're out. Later.